Hello everyone, welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to the player ratings for Arsenal's 2-0 victory over Manchester City in the FA Cup final. Wow. First of all, I'm really disappointed in all of you, everyone who's currently watching this video and who has watched my videos before. You've never actually told me that we already bought defenders. I've been doing video after video after video talking about who we need to sign next season. And after today's performance and Liverpool's performance, I'm surprised to actually know that we already bought defenders. None of you has ever told me Arsenal bought defenders. Who was that Maldini guy playing at the back? Who was that Cafu guy playing at the back? I did see Roberto Carlos running down the left wing. I think his name was something like Roberto Niles or something. We actually beat Man City and Liverpool in the space of 4 days. We actually beat the two best teams in England and probably the world in 2 days. Keep in mind, if you actually extend it to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you've actually beaten Sheffield United away from home. You've actually beaten Wolves away from home. We were very unlucky to actually concede against Leicester after we got the red card. And Tottenham, I do not understand still how they actually beat us. But we actually beat all those teams since we came back from lockdown. And I really have to give it up to the team today. What a performance. If you told me we were going to beat Liverpool and Man City within a couple of days, no one would actually believe you, especially after losing to Tottenham. The mood was so down. People are talking about, oh, look, Kolasinac has made a mistake. How can you even beat Liverpool? They want 100 points. City are going for the treble. I've been doing those previews, and from doing those previews, I'm actually starting to know about the records more. And City have actually scored against us 20 goals in the last 7 meetings in the Premier League, and we've only scored 2. Liverpool, the last time we beat Liverpool before Wednesday was 2015, so you could clearly see why we were not confident. But for both of the games, I predicted 2-2s, not a loss. But I've seen other people in the comment section saying City 4, Arsenal 0, City 3, Arsenal 0. If you're one of those guys, comment down below and apologize to those boys. And let's wait for the final. Wembley, we are back again to Wembley. I'm so happy. And by the way, the truth has also emerged. Arteta was actually City's manager and Pep Guardiola was the assistant. Pep Guardiola was Arteta's assistant at Manchester City. The only reason they beat us 4 weeks ago was because Luis made that mistake and gave away a penalty, but he played very well today. He was Cannavaro today. He was Cannavaro. Another thing, City actually rested everyone for the time they played Bournemouth midweek. De Bruyne was rested, Mahrez was rested, Sterling was rested, and De Bruyne actually didn't even play a minute in that game. They wanted this trophy badly. Guardiola wanted to get another one over Arteta, but he couldn't manage, and we actually kept a clean sheet. Leave alone winning the game, we actually kept a clean sheet within the 90 minutes. So very good performance. It will show in the player ratings. Let me react to the lineup now. Obviously, Martinez in goal. The back five, Bellerin at right wing back. I expected him to start. I wanted him to start. Another thing, Cedric wasn't there. He's cap-tied. He played for Southampton in this competition this season already, so he was cap-tied. At centre back position, we had Maldini, Cannavaro. Yes, we actually did. Mustafi, Luis, and Kieran Tierney. I expected Kieran Tierney and Luis to play there, but Mustafi wasn't sure, especially after Holding played very well against Liverpool. Surprised to see him getting dropped. Niles as the left wing back, didn't expect him to start there. Saka didn't even get a minute, so thought Saka would play there, probably everyone. Saka and Ceballos, the form they have been in, everyone expected them to be there. Maybe Torreira if we needed to defend. Pepe, Aubameyang, and Lacazette up front, definitely. That's how we wanted it, unless Saka was to come on for any of those ones. On the bench, Willock, Holding, Kolasinac, Torreira, Saka, Nelson, a very young bench, but we managed to cope. City's bench is very good, so having a bench like that for us, it was very motivating to see us winning such a game. Very inspiring. Remember, everyone, nothing can ever beat you. With hard work, with smart work, you're going to succeed. That's a message for the kids out there. Yeah, I'm very thrilled, as you can tell. But yeah, without further ado, let me get into the player ratings for the match. As I've said, it's going to be very, very high scores for most of these players. Probably the highest scores I'm going to give them this season since we started this season. Martinez in goal, I'm going to give him a 10. A clear 10. After helping us get a victory over Liverpool, and today he saved everything that he had to save. That Murray shot from the right wing, another shot from, was it Laporte? Laporte actually had like 3 shots, surprisingly. He also saved from a corner. So Martinez handling the ball, the way he was kicking the ball, perfect. No mistake today. 10 out of 10 for Martinez. And I actually could say Leno could struggle coming in into the lineup, but that is one position I definitely don't think we need to improve on. Both goalkeepers are really good, so 10 for Martinez. At right back, Bellerin, right wing back Bellerin. Was he at fault for anything? No. Actually, he actually had the assist before the assist, the pre-assist. He passed the ball to Pepe to pass the ball to Aubameyang. He also had a very, very good run in the first half. Played really well. I could hear Arteta shouting at him in Spanish in the second half, like around the 60th minute. Very, very good performance again. People are talking about starting Niles on that wing, but he started on the left. Cedric was actually cup-tied. He already played for Southampton in this competition, so Bellerin had to start. I'm going to give Bellerin a 9 for today. The next one is, oh, by the way, Bellerin is he was a combination of Alexander-Arnold and who else was a very good, and Dani Alves today. Yeah. So Shkodran, Mustafi, Maldini in the middle, in the centre back position. Shkodran, Maldini, I'm going to give him a 9. It could easily be a 10, but I'm going to tell you I gave him a 9. In the first half, he made 2 mistakes, and I was like, oh no, Mustafi has done it again. He actually gave the ball and almost conceded. So, but just because of that, I'm going to be realistic, and I'm going to give him a 9. It could easily have been a 10, but for that second half performance, they even had to injure him. And Sterling didn't even get a card, but we'll get back to that. Shkodran, Maldini gets a 9 for me. The next one is David Cannavaro Luiz. His performance today, that was a captain's performance now. That was like Cannavaro in the 2006 the World Cup final. Very, very good performance. Headed everything he needed to head out. No joking around with passing at the back. In fact, though, in the first half, there's a couple of minutes they tried to pass it from the back. No mistakes, though. So, Luiz, again, for today, I have to give him a 10. He didn't make any mistake. He cleared everything that came into that box. So, 10 for David Luiz. Kieran Tierney, another 10. Before he started playing centre-back the last 2 games, I never thought Tierney could play centre-back. I heard that he's played there for Scotland. People are saying play him centre-back. A couple of comments saying he should play centre-back. And I was like, no, we actually need him in the left wing because of his crossing. You could actually see that Niles was struggling a bit with the crossing. If Tierney was there, he could have created a lot more chances. So Kieran Tierney for today did what he had to do, cleared everything he needed to clear. Kieran Roberto Carlos Tierney gets a 10. The next one is Maitland Niles. Maitland Niles, I'm going to give him a 9. I didn't know he was going to play left wing back. I didn't know he was going to start that game. The reason I'm going to give him a 9 is because at the other half, when we were attacking, the crossing was a bit poor. He reached there, lost the ball a couple of times. There's a couple of times he should have brought the ball into the box early on. But he struggled with the left foot, obviously, you could see that. But I'm going to give Maitland Cafu Niles a 9 for today. The next one is Granit Xhaka, another faultless performance. If Xhaka was playing like this every single game since the start of the season, we could have been top of the table right now with probably 110 points. If Xhaka plays like this, if he stays and plays like this next season, there's no team that is going to beat us. No fouling, no silly yellow cards, no giving away the ball, good passes, good long passes, taking away pressure from us. We are going to win the title if we have Xhaka playing like that every single day. For today, Xhaka, I'm going to give him a 9 for today. The next one is Danny Xhaka. Who will I compare Xhaka to? He was a combination of Kante and Makelele in the middle. Some Vieira type of player today. The next one is Dani Santi Cazorla Ceballos. What a performance. What another great performance. Although, just to add to it, in the second half, he gave away the balls very sloppy and he almost conceded, and I was like, oh no, why did he have to do that? And just for that, and I know he didn't stand out as much as the other players, I'm going to give Ceballos an 8. The next one is Pepe, got the assist. We can clearly see what we bought now. I'm sure he's going to have a very good season next campaign. Pepe for today, I'm going to give him, what am I going to give Pepe? I'm going to give him an 8 for today. Aubameyang, 2 goals, missed a very good opportunity at first, and I was actually checking FTV and I was actually checking Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, and people are talking about, oh, Aubameyang always missing chances when it matters, against Olympiacos, against Burnley, never scores against big teams. Why does he always do that? And then after 1 minute, he gets another chance and he scores. I was actually watching the game with a couple of people and they were talking about how did he miss that? Why did he miss that? And I was actually also surprised because I know Aubameyang 90% of the times, he usually takes those chances. And the second chance he got like that, he scored. And in the second half, he got a similar chance, 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. And 9 times out of 10, he's not going to miss that. Aubameyang always helping us the whole season. I really hope he gets the top scorer in the Premier League. So Aubameyang for today won us another game. You have to give him a 10. So 10 for Aubameyang. Lacazette worked very hard again. Man of the match against Liverpool, worked very hard today. Had to start this game. We are seeing him coming to form back again. So Lacazette, I'm going to give him an 8 for today. Didn't really get a lot of chances. From the bench, Willock, Holding, Kolasinac, and Torreira. Willock, I'm going to give them all a 7. In fact, you can't give them any. I'm not going to give anyone below a 7. No standard 5s today. Everyone played very well. Everyone played the part. And at the end, the joy from the team, the way you could see it, the joy from all the players, very, very good. Like that picture at the end brought me to tears. In fact, brought me to tears. During the game, I almost had a heart attack. But after the final whistle, you could see the energy coming back to the team. So 7 for everyone from the bench. Mikel Arteta gets a straight 10. I know how much he needed that victory over Pep Guardiola, especially 4 weeks ago, because 4 weeks ago he actually beat us 3-0. Very, very downing that time. But you could clearly see, we know some of these players are not that good, but they showed energy and effort. And I'm sure that is definitely coming from Arteta. We've beaten Liverpool the other day. We've beaten Wolves. We've beaten Sheffield. Almost beat Leicester. Unlucky to lose at Tottenham. So very, very good results from Arteta. He also beat Man U earlier on this year. He also drew Chelsea with 10 men away from home. So you could see the energy from them. So I'm really, really happy with this performance. We have the final in 2 weeks' time. Chelsea are playing United on Sunday. Whichever team, bring them on. As Kevin Keegan normally says, or usually used to say, or once said, I would love it if we beat them. Love it. Bring on Manchester United. Bring on Chelsea, any other team, a repeat of the last season's Europa League. Let me know in the comment section who your man of the match was. Is there any player who didn't really impress you? Let me know. Did the match actually go as you expected it to go? Let me know everything in the comment section. You're super excited. Back to Wembley. You can tell I'm super excited. I've actually recorded this like 3 times. I don't know where I messed up. Whichever, I'm going to put it out. Let's celebrate this victory. Let's wait for Aston Villa on Tuesday. Let's wait for Watford on the weekend. We are 10th now. Burnley won. I hope we can get that top 7 or top 6. Let's end the season well. This is pure motivation for ending the season. Let's see how it goes. The referee gets a 2. Really poor decision not booking Sterling. But yeah, thank goodness he didn't give a penalty to Sterling. So yeah, I'm really happy. Thanks for watching again. Keep staying safe. Come on, you Gunners, and I'll talk to you later.